some of the things I like about the designs and why I'm using them. I love on the Losi, I love the design. There's the gas. I think the brushless version is an improvement, and what I mean by a brushless improvement, I built a carbon fiber top plate for the chassis. Still sticking with the 2 servos, but I am going to upgrade them eventually. They have a much better differential in them than the Revo suspension I like, but the diffs, they don't hold up to brushless power. And I've got lockers in them now. They seem to be holding up on the front, and then I added silicone glue in the rear differential of this one, and then it dried to where it almost is a locker, but it still slips, but it don't slip much. Love the transmission. I love the fact that it shifts. I love the fact that the differential on the front locks and unlocks to where turning is better. Those are all good things. But the differentials, they have a single spider set of gears, one on each side of each other on a single shaft, to where the Losi has 4 spider gears in the differential, and so it has a T looking with gears on each end of it inside the differential. It holds up better. It comes with an aluminum differential housing that's shimmed and precise. It comes with dual bearings on the pinion gear that goes against the ring gear. Everything about this differential is more precise, stronger, and just it holds up to power. And so that alone makes this a better build for custom building. Another great design. You take these 4 bolts out here, you pull this off, you pull 2 bolts off the bottom. I don't even know if you need to pull the 2 bolts off the bottom, but anyways, I know you pull these 4 bolts. This comes off. It has 2 little collars that hold this in place, and this whole assembly, including the drive shaft, just slides out. 4 bolts and this thing's out, front and back, same way, except for the front I have the bumper. I took the bumper off the back. This is more of a rock crawler. I didn't need a big old bumper sticking out because it gets hung up on rocks, so it's gone. But a great, wonderful design. The Summit transmission is a wonderful design. This happens to be the Revo version right now. I had it in a scale RC. I had the driveline hooked to this, and then I had a 6-scale motor with the drive shaft because the electric motor was sitting inside it, and then it had a shaft coming out to turn this transmission. So I've got a new output shaft coming. I've got the Summit conversion that has the high, low, and low gears. I'm going to go with the low gears, I think, but I will have 2 sets of low gears that come with that kit, and it also comes with the micro servo so that I can shift it just like on the Summit. So this is going to be the best of both the Summit and the Losi, with the velvet smooth big bore shocks. I do have the titanium shafts for the shocks. I think I'm going to, if I don't have any problems with these plastic housings and these plastic caps, I'm just going to stay with them. I want this to be ultra light, and I think if I have problems, then I'll switch to the aluminum housings. But from what I hear, that's not a problem. This is also a great candidate to do a 1/5 scale build off of. I could stretch this chassis with no problems. I just buy these rails right here. In fact, I can use the front part, flip-flop it, add whatever length to this that I want, because I'm going to add a battery tray to this anyway on both sides. So it'll be anchored here, anchored on the bottom so that it can't flex. And then also where the battery mounts right here would add strength to the aluminum plate, so it'd be bolted here. So stretching it's not a problem. It's not going to flex. It's going to be just as stiff as it was if it wasn't cut, because of the way I'm going to put a cross plate under the bottom that holds the battery, and then anchored here so that the battery tray actually adds strength to the overall design, no matter the length. So I could actually flip-flop this and actually have front and rear steering if I wanted to. So, and that might happen. I might build me another 5th scale out of the Losi design, just because I can, and it's crossed my mind. But for now, I already have the Summit as a 5th scale, and I might just reverse revolves. I might shorten this and put the 8th scale body on it, and put the 5th scale body of the XL on this and stretch it. That's something that I can do. I have the parts. But for now, I'm going with what I got. And this will be brushless. I'm going to run it on 4S. I run this on 4S. It can run 6S, but I don't have the need for 4S. 6S. I like 4S. It runs good. So those are my plans for this. This is my latest build. As you know, I just finished this one. In fact, I still have more that I can do and want to do to it. But I've moved on to this unit here. I really like it. I like it because of the overall design and the overall the way it's built. I just love it, and I think it's every bit as good as the Revo design, and even better than the Revo design with the Summit transmission in it. It's the best of both. I'm going to start selling these chassis, and I'm going to stop the So with the dual servos, I have the high-tech 7950 right now, and it's a wonderful servo. I think I'm going to go dual servo, and I'm going to use the 7954 and use both servos, just because of cost effectiveness. I can get these for under $80 a piece. And I think this is like $150. So for almost the price of this one, I can get 2 of the 7954s, and at 400 ounces of torque each, I'll give me 800 at combined, as long as they aren't fighting each other. And I've got a solution to that too. The airplane guys use them. It's a splitter that will reverse one to the other, but it also has an adjustment on one of them, and I'll put it in another video, that so that you can fine tune them to where these are working in harmony and they're not burning each other out, which happens. And the reason it happens is because people aren't familiar with the technology that's out that actually eliminates that. So I'm here to tell you that there's a way to work around that, and the airplane guys have been using it for years. Trust me, I've had the harness for years. So those are my plans. I already have the one set of lights hooked up. I've got on both. You can see I've got the wiring on this already done. It's the only thing I don't have is the rear bumper lights working. I'm just thinking just to pull in the red ones and put in the white ones so that they're more like a reverse light for running the rocks at night. And then everything else is done. It's got the little computer and the little controller that sequences the rear lights and leaves these 10mm lights that I have right here on continuous, which is perfect. You can see the body is aluminum, it's getting beat, and nice thing about that is it's just $4 to buy the aluminum at Home Depot, new paint job. And as you see, I kind of mimicked the two. I never did finish this paint job. This was supposed to be like this, except for this was going to be a black highlight right here or a red, and I never did, like I did with the green on this. But like I said, it's just a couple of dollars to build new skins for this, and I enjoy doing it. It's not a big deal. In fact, it's simple to do. So this is a plastic body. This is the original stock body.